What is up, everybody? It's your boy Duty back again with another video. And my apologies for the last attempt. There was a technical issue. I corrected it. It won't happen again, to my apologies. So what is up, everybody? It's your boy Duty back again with another video. And this time we're taking a look at our boy DSP's daily rap video after another day of Elden Ring and, of course, Alone in the Dark. And if you haven't had a chance to watch my video that I posted this morning, definitely check it out. There's like a 6-minute segment there where it sounds like Phil's confession. It sounds like he went to church to see a priest and do a confession. Definitely check it out. It's pretty funny. Also, real quick, if you take a look here on the right side, I was inspired by Phil's stream improvement, so I decided to take a page from his book and create my own sign to post. So definitely will count that as a stream improvement for 2024. So anyway, let's see what Phil had to say on the Daily Rap.
Late stream tonight was me taking Alone in the Dark from the 3-day streams that I had played it, the 4-day streams that I had played it, and transfixing it to a night stream. Now, interestingly enough, when I said I was going to play Alone in the Dark, people said, oh, play it as the late stream because survival horror should always be a late stream. I started thinking to myself, that's literally the opposite of how it's ever worked. I always try to put survival horror on day streams because we get more people. People want to see survival horror more, especially when it's a new release. And people always complain that when I put horror games on the night streams, that less people can attend, and it's frustrating. So that's why I played Alone in the Dark, at least the full first run with Carnby, on the day streams. But now that I played through the first run, I was like, there's no way it's going to hold attention as a day stream, so I made it a night stream tonight. It did okay. It certainly didn't do amazing, but it didn't do awful either. There was a couple super chats and a membership and a few tips, but, you know, not an awful night. And the good news is, we made ginormous progress in the Emily side run.
All right, so let's talk about, of course, support. Like I mentioned earlier, if you didn't get a chance, definitely check out my video. Phil went on a 6-minute rant where, of course, he blamed the detractors. And he started going on about this perception about him, that he's this terrible guy, that he's a racist. You guys all know. And he even went to the point where he said, even if that's true, what does it matter? Even if, and he actually specifically said WWE champions, being a racist, and a few other things. He goes, even if it's true, what does it matter, folks? And of course, he went on to blame the detractors for the business failing. And I just found it to be so fucking funny and hilarious because, again, Phil doesn't watch any detractor content, but yet knows every single lore and aspect of the detractor sphere and knows exactly what we're talking about and what we're saying on a given fucking stream. I found that so fucking hilarious. And the other thing, too, is that was just a sneak beg. Phil goes on these long fucking rants anytime support's slow. So yesterday's support was slow. I think he was at $3. Like an hour into his stream, and he basically said, hey guys, support, get your ass up, give me some fucking money. I mean, that's what Phil literally said during the first break. And then after that, someone super chatted and was asking about the documentary, and for some reason he turned the documentary into a 6-minute rant about fucking detractors. And he does that shit whenever support's slow to garner sympathy from the dense. Hey guys, look, the detractors are hurting me so bad. Why don't you give me a couple bucks? That would help everything. That, of course, will save the business. And it's just like with anything with Phil, it always comes down to fucking money. It's all about money. And that's why he went on that 6-minute rant for pity. It was for pity. It was for him, hopefully, that somebody out there, one of his fucking dents, BB Phil, Canadian Cuck, whoever comes out there for the night streams, he was just hoping that they'd come out and throw him a couple bucks. And it kind of worked, I guess, because he went from $3 and I think he ended up with $25. Still fucking pitiful, still fucking terrible support. But again, you know, you can watch any of these playthroughs. Watch any video that I post of Phil where he has low support, and in it he'll have a fucking complaint or a segment where he's blaming the detractors. And again, it's just, instead of him continuously saying, hey guys, it would be nice if you support it. It would be nice if you gifted some memberships. It would be nice if you give me a tip. No, he does this shit. He goes on a 6-minute rant and blames everyone else for his fucking woes except himself. Phil, no one told you to be a racist. No one told you to be a sexist. No one told you. No one made you do any of this. No one made you spend over $100K on WWE champions. No one did, Phil. Those were your choices. Those were your life choices, and you have to live with them. And this nonsense about, oh, that was a long time ago. No, this is the fucking internet, Phil. The internet doesn't forget. And your boy Duty, of course, doesn't forget either. So this shit will be thrown in your face to the day you die. I will make sure that your tombstone will read Phil Burnell, WWE Champions Addict. So let's keep going.
We're doing. We basically went all the way through Chapter 3 into Chapter 4 and a good solid chunk into Chapter 4. Basically, I mean, if you take a look at the amount of time that we played it, it looks to me like now we're probably around 7 to 8 hours into the original run, and we're only 4 hours into this run with Emily. And it was funny because now I started looking at stuff, and we actually got to a room where there was nothing in it in the run with Carnby, and now there's actually items. There was a new lanyette, and there's a puzzle there, and we don't have the item for it because it must be a new puzzle for Emily that we don't know yet. But interestingly enough, we have 3 lagnettes left to get. One of them is for a set where we already have 2 of the items from the Carnby run, but I haven't found the 3rd yet. That one's making me nervous. I'm thinking maybe I missed it. I hope I didn't, but I might have missed it. And if I did, that kind of sucks because I went through the whole game a second time to try to get all the collectibles and the full story and the achievements. And if I don't get one because I missed one lanyette, it's going to kill me. It's going to really piss me off. The other one is a set that literally there was nothing in Carnby's playthrough. It's exclusive to Emily, and we found the first item, and we're working on the other. So I think we're making good progress there. We ended the stream in the attic, which is where you have something interesting going on because we sequence broke earlier in this second run. You know a combination to a safe you shouldn't know yet, but you only know it because you played the game once through with Carnby. You got a secret item that allowed you to get a set that says there will be a secret scene to play in the attic. We ended the stream at the attic. So that means next time around when we play Alone in the Dark, we're going to see some kind of a secret scene and see what it leads to. I have a strong suspicion it has to do with a noose. The reason I say that, when I played with Carnby, there was a noose with a prompt to press the button to activate, and when you did, nothing would happen. So I think maybe you needed to have all 3 items, and then this new scene is going to play with this noose, maybe. So, I guess we're going to find out sooner rather than later. The next time we play, honestly, I think we will beat it. I mean, if you're thinking logically about the first one with Carnby, so there's the attic scene, and then if I remember, you drop down and you end up in the boat. There's the boat scene, which takes a bit. There's some puzzle solving and a lot of creatures you have to kill in the boat. And then after that segment, you go back to their settle again, and then you get into the final segment, which for Carnby, the final segment was about his past and remembering who he was. For Emily, we don't know. Like, she doesn't have amnesia. So I don't know what her final segment will be, but people have told me her segment is completely different from Carnby's. You're not going into Carnby's scenario. You're going to do your own. Okay? So that's going to be interesting. And then it's the finale. So I think next stream, unless something goes horribly wrong, or unless Emily has completely new, challenging, different content that's going to take much longer than Carnby, I think we're going to beat the game in one more night stream. Okay? That's good news. I can't wait to see how it ends the second time around, and hopefully we can actually get the final collectibles and get our big wrap-up conclusion. So, all in...
Okay, again, my apologies, folks. That was super boring. I tried to cut out as much of the crap as possible, but, you know, it would just take way too much effort. So I'm going to put a timestamp in there and specifically label it. You can skip this part. So yes, your boy Duty apologizes for that. Let's move on. Of course, the next segment here, of course, is Phil speaking about what's coming up and what he hopes will save the business.
Oh, I just want to say to all of you, thank you. This week was the first week where I didn't play any RPGs, except you can argue, oh, well, what about Elden Ring? It is an RPG, but it's a FromSoft game. It's treated differently in my streams and my content, as you know. But, you know, eliminating the slower-paced, insanely long RPG seems to have worked. There's been a reinvigoration. There's more attendance on the streams. People seem to be more engaged with the content again. This is good. I'm building the channel back up, what I need to do. Because we were on a bad downward trend for 2.5 months with too much RPGs. So we're getting there, and progress is being made. Thank you for that. I'm off from tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'll be celebrating my wedding anniversary with my wife. Okay? In the meantime, though, there will still be content. There is a new episode of DSP versus the Internet that will go live on my DSP Reacts channel. There is daily new content on the DSP Throwback channel, alternating between new parts of Final Fantasy 13 and Fallout 3. So you'll see that every day, alternating between those two playthroughs. Okay? When I come back on Friday, obviously, I'll probably have a lot to talk about with the Level 1 podcast. And then we'll have the continuation of Helldivers 2 on the first stream, and Friday Night Fight Street Fighter 6 featuring exclusively E Honda on the late stream. Now, a couple cool things coming up this week. Number one, the Fallout TV series just released, and my wife and I are going to begin watching episodes tonight. So I will likely over the weekend be reviewing it. Now, whether I'll do a review per every couple episodes or if I'll just do one big cumulative review, I'm not sure yet. I want to see how much we actually get to watch and if we like it or not before I make that judgment. So Yes, there will be actual review content on the DSP Reacts channel in the next week. I haven't reviewed anything since Christmas, so it'll be good to get reviews back on the channel. That's number one. Number two, our co-op playthrough of Beyond Two Souls will begin this Saturday night. So if you like the co-op that Kat and I have done and we were waiting to see us do something serious and regular and concrete, this game, we're going to be playing it all the way through, narrative-based, probably once a week, every weekend. So come by Saturday night on the late stream, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time, right here on DSP Gaming, for that to begin.
All right, I'm going to put... God. All right, there's a lot to unpack there. So the first thing is Phil's statement where the business is on an upward trend. That's bullshit. The numbers don't pan out. And I'm not going to get into it because I have the financial analysis I was going to do. If you take away the birthday marathon where OIC blew his wad on tips and super chats, your fucking support was just abysmal. If you look at the days after that, Phil, you barely made nothing. The last 4 days, you've barely made the tier 1 tip goal. But I'll get into that anyway. And your views are even fucking worse than they were when you were playing Baldur's Gate. And then at the end of the month, we'll definitely total those up and give you guys the preview. But so far, it looks like April's view counts are going to be less than March's view count. And March's view counts were just fucking a disaster for our boy Phil. Anyway, other than that, the only thing I'm excited for is, of course, co-op with Fat Cat. What are the odds that Cat will storm off? I have a feeling she might fucking storm off again. If she doesn't do it on this stream, she'll do it on the next stream. Because, of course, she can only take so much of Phil. You can only be around Pig Roach for so much until you get exhausted and tired and just fucking annoyed and want to move on. And the thing is that the co-op is going to be the same fucking exact thing he did the last time. He's going to have Cat fucking sitting there playing while he reads super chats. How is that any fucking different? That is not a co-op stream, Phil. A co-op stream is when two people have two controllers and they're playing a game fucking together. Not you directing or you reading super chats or ask. That's not a fucking co-op stream, Phil. God, you're a fucking idiot. And you're going to do the same exact thing you did last time, expecting different results. And it's just not going to fucking happen. God, now I can fully understand why Kat gets annoyed with your stupid ass and she just storms the fuck off and doesn't want to do shit with you. You probably fucking begged her for the last month and a half and she probably said, okay, shut the fuck up. I'll come on. But that's not going to last long. Kat's fucking attitude is one of just, she doesn't want to be bothered with you. She doesn't want to be around you. Now I understand the fucking relationship dynamic. You know when I talked about the relationship, I was always kind of confused. Like, how the fuck does Kat put up with this shit? Why does it's cool with him working 6 days a week, so many hours, not seeing him, only going out once a week, if that. Now I fully fucking understand why. She doesn't give a shit. She probably wishes that he worked 7 days a week so that she could be left alone to her fucking vices and do whatever the fuck she wants to do. And that's not much, folks. That's Skyrim and fucking DoorDash. That's the fuck all it is. She probably fucking sneaks food while he's not around. And that's the reason why she got so fucking big. Because she got nothing to do. She got no fucking friends. And she's content with that. I've come to the conclusion that our girl Kat is fucking content with that lifestyle. And I guess Phil drove her to that fucking lifestyle. And she's just gotten so fucking passive about it and just doesn't give a fuck. So, anyway, Saturday should be fun, that co-op list stream. That should be a fucking disaster. And of course, Phil thinks this will save the business, and it fucking won't. Anyway, if you guys want to hear what he did this week financially, I'm going to be posting that video up shortly. He had a pretty decent week, but if you dig a little deeper into the numbers, they fucking foretell a very bleak forecast for our boy Phil. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace out. And again, my apologies for the first video. Peace out.